Hi everyone, it's Kaz Magpie's YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be doing play previews episode 4. Now I might say part 3 or episode 3. Wherever the case is, now let's just get going with these ones. Now I'm pushing 2 out today. That should be enough, I would have thought. So I did about like 5 plays. See how we go with this one. Now, the one I want to talk about is Brodie Grundy. Now, man, I love Brodie Grundy. Yeah, I really do. I think he's averaging about 40-50 hits per game. But I need to see something from him. Now, because he does grab the ball out of the ruck, at times he does win that clearance. I want him to do that a little bit more often. Whether or not it's kicking a few goals, whatever the case might be, I think it's better for him to do that. I think, my point of view, I see it as I've got to have 20 hit out, 50 hit outs in a game, 60 hit outs in a game. I don't know. It's one of those things where I think he's a good player, but I still think, and this is just my opinion, alright? The people are going to say, oh, you're just being harsh. It's like, no, mate. This is just my opinion. My opinion is, I think you got to win about 90-95% of the hit-outs that you get and use the same clearances to your teammates. Because I felt at times, 2019, right? And this is just mean 2020 does get, I don't know if it was injured or not, he had dropped off dramatically a little bit in that. In that prelim, I think he had 77 hit-outs. I could be wrong. But he doesn't, but we did not win enough certain clearances. And I think that's our problem. The way I've seen Collingwood train is crucial. Now, it's I know what my mates are going to say on that. Part of my homework, part of me working on this is when I talk about Brodie Grundy, when I talk about the centre clearance. I could not watch Collingwood train last year. I did until the whole COVID stuff. And then, haven't been until a couple times this year. Is that I want to see how we set up. Because at times, we can be dominating the hit-outs. But that can be an underrated stat. Well, overrated stat, I should say. The reason why I say it is an overrated stat, because you got to be winning 90-95% of the clearances. Now, I know Palmy Nos will back me up on that, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that do. But when I see Brodie Grundy play, I want to see him our midfield to really read off his taps. And did work in the against Richmond, great, tick off. But I want to see that more often when we do win those hit-outs. And even at times when there might be the opposition sharking off it, all it takes is a quick kick out and we go forward. Because what that does do is like, oh shit, we're not going to read off, we can't win the hit-outs, alright? We got to keep the opposition guessing. If we can do that, it goes a long way for us to win. I think he needs to kick about 20-25 goals a season. Whether it's a 2-goal, a 1.5 goal a game, I think that does benefit us. And the more I see Brodie Grundy doing that and having about 60 hit-outs, I want to see 90-95%. If it's 85%, I can take that, because then that means it's about 15% that the opposition's reading it. But if he grabs the ball out of the ruck, there's a chance that we can use the ball forward. Now, Oliver Henry, I think he's going to step up and play senior footy. I think he's ready for round one. He impressed me. I think he plays on the wing. I think. I'm not 100% sure. If he does play, I want to see him play a couple games. About 2 or 3 games. Whether it's in a row during the season. And then maybe, if he's impressed with that, can play 10 games. Give the kid 2 or 3 games. I like to see him play 2 or 3 games. See what he can do. If he impresses the coaching staff and the match committee, I want to see him play consistent footy, play about 10 games. And that goes right. That's a tick. For me, that's a tick. Because I want to see this kid develop. Now, he might have 10 to 12 possession per game, which is fine. I'm not expecting him to dominate, but I want to see something out of this kid, that because he's a brother of the Geelong player in the other Henry for Geelong. I want to see him have about 10 to 12 possession per game and play as a sort of backup wingman or midfield, wherever he's going to play. Play him up forward. Get him into the game. I think the more we do that, the better it is. Now, that's my opinion. And you guys can have your opinions on that as well. Okay, the next one. Jeremy Howe. Now, I'm expecting this guy to, play throughout the home away season. If he can play about 22, 23 games, even more, great. I want him to have about 6 intercept marks in defence. And I want him to take speckers. I love him when he does it. Me and that guy, love him. I want to see more of that. I don't think he'll kick a couple goals. If he does kick a couple goals, I think it'll be about 1 or 2. I don't think he'll do all that much. Other than that, I think that's how I expect him. So, to be honest, I like to see him. But 12 to 15 possessions per game in defence, I think does suit him really well. Now, Will Hoskin-Elliott, and I did forget him, I have not forgot. He disappointed me last year. Very disappointed in him. He did not play well. I think he has to have a big year. He needs to play because the half-forward flank row, and show me something. Have about 10-12 possessions per game and average about half a goal or goal and a half per game. I want to see him kick goals. I want to see him put the pressure on. And if he can continue to do that, I think that's what we expect from him. So, big year. If he doesn't perform, I think his chances of playing that Collingwood Guernsey, I think it might be the end of him if he's not careful. As well. Now, Mark Keane, I think he will play about 3 to 4 games. Played a couple, I think, last year. But this is his year where he can play more reserves footy, impress me enough, play about 3 or 4 games more, and if he can keep his spot down in defence, I think it will be great. If he can continue to do that, sweet. I'm not expecting big things from him, but I want him to impress me to go, wow, he's a future player, like a future defender for us. He really needs to step up. And the next one is Will Kellett. Now, he played one game, got injured, of course. I'm expecting him to play 3 to 4 games and just show me something. Now, he did kick a goal out of his first game. Other than that, I wanted him to play like 3 or 4 games, get his body right in the next couple of months because he's broken his collarbone, and it will take 2 months before we do see him out there, and get him to work hard on how he's going to perform. So I think he'll play us at forward line. He might play alongside my check, Cameron and Cox. Who knows? But other than that, I do want to see him play 3 or 4 games. Now, please let me know in the comments below. Episode 4, we had episode 3, episode 2. Don't worry, calm the pies. We are going to win. If you're new to the channel, please, and you like on what I'm doing, give me a like, give me a comment, and please subscribe. If you're returning Magpies, again, I love you all. Like and comment. Till next time, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your whole neighbourhood. Go the Pies. We'll be back.